Hello everybody, today I'll be painting a Dutch Enter Ploeg for the game Blood Plunder by Firelock Games. As with most of Firelock Games miniatures, I'll be painting the base using tan earth. I'm going to be painting a black and white striped color scheme on his bridges. To base coat the white, I'll do a 3:1 mix of sky gray to dark sea gray. As for the black stripes, we're going to mix up black and dark Prussian blue in a 50-50 mix. Apply this carefully as you do not want this spilling over onto the white. Now we'll base coat the stockings using burnt umber. Paint his shirt sleeves using a stone gray. Once that's complete, switch over to khaki and we'll hit the waistcoat. After that, we'll base coat all the flesh tone using Bookman's Glow. The sash and neck scarf will be dark Prussian blue. We'll base coat his jacket using German camouflage black brown. Remember, as you're base coating, you'll want to apply multiple layers to build up your base coat, solidifying the color. The leather of his bag will be a 50-50 mix of German camouflage black brown and leather brown. I'll base coat the wood furnishing of his pistols using flat brown. The wood of the axe haft will be base coated using a chocolate brown. Now we'll switch over to a black. We'll apply this on his shoe, on the axe head, any metal details on the pistol, and the grenados. While we have the black out, we'll mix in some German camouflage black brown in a 50-50 mix, and we'll apply this onto his hair. We're now going to use the speed paint by Army Painter. This is Gravelord Gray, and we're going to use it as a black lining. We'll apply this in between each article of clothing and anywhere that the colors change, including the stripes on his pants. We'll also apply this into the eye socket. Now for the eyes. I'll take a fine tipped brush and I'll apply ivory in little lines into the eye socket. Next, with a fine tipped brush still, I'll take my black and just dot the eye. After the eye has been dotted, I'll take the black and I'll outline the eyeball. This will be shaping the eyeball itself. Once we got the shape of the eye, we're going to push that black lining back by reapplying Bugman's Glow or flesh tone base coat. While we have this out, we'll also clean up the hands. Don't forget to clean up his knee. Once the black lining is dried, we're going to clean up the white stripes. We'll reapply our base coat of a 3-to-1 mix of sky gray to dark sea gray. We'll now layer up using a pure sky gray. Right now, I'm at approximately 3 parts sky gray to 1 part off-white. As I keep layering up, I'm going to gradually add off-white to each layer. I'll keep building up the off-white until I'm at the desired brightness. Remember to focus the brighter color on the upside of all the folds. Now to clean up our black stripes, I'll reapply our 50-50 mix of black to dark Prussian blue. To layer up our black, I'll mix up 2 parts black, 2 parts dark Prussian blue, and 1 part Luftwaffe uniform World War II. The next layer will be an even mix of each of our paints, black, dark Prussian blue, and Luftwaffe uniform World War II. Gradually add more Luftwaffe uniform World War II to our previous mix to highlight the black. Moving on to the stockings, we'll reapply our burnt umber. As we layer up, we're going mixing khaki to the burnt umber. Each layer, gradually add more khaki. With pure khaki, clean up the waistcoat. With the waistcoat cleaned up, we'll gradually add buff into the mix, adding buff until you're at your desired brightness. Now we'll go and clean up his sash and neck scarf. Reapply the dark Prussian blue. Proceed layering up, gradually adding more Prussian blue to the dark Prussian blue for every layer. Eventually you'll end up at a pure Prussian blue. highlight, begin adding blue-gray to your Prussian blue. Clean up his exposed sleeves by reapplying stone gray. As we layer up, gradually add ivory. Keep adding the ivory until you reach your desired brightness. Moving on to the jacket, we'll reapply German Camouflage Black Brown. The purpose of reapplying these paints after the black lining is to clean them up and solidify the color. As we layer up, we'll begin adding German Camouflage Medium Brown to the German Camouflage Black Brown. We'll want to apply multiple coats to solidify each layer. Keep adding German Camouflage Medium Brown to the mix. Here we're at approximately 50-50 of medium brown to dark brown. Now we're at 3 parts medium brown to 1 part dark brown. As I want his jacket to be a dark brown color, I'm going to use German Camouflage Medium Brown as the final highlight. We'll apply this top down, so looking from the miniature at the top, everything that's exposed will be hit with paint. We'll also focus on all of the upsides of each of the folds. Now that the jacket's complete, we'll clean up the leather bits by reapplying our 50-50 mix of German Camouflage Black Brown and Leather Brown. After that, we'll apply Leather Brown in a patchy manner. Begin adding khaki to the leather brown, and we'll do little lines and edge highlighting along the leather. You want to scratch up all the flat areas. Keep adding khaki and keep adding scratches. We'll mix up Agrax Earthshade and Lamian Medium in a 50-50 mix. We'll apply this as a glaze over the leather, bringing all the colors together. We'll also wash the base with this mix. For Caucasian flesh, I'm going to use Citadel's Light Skin Tone Triad of Bugman's Glow, Cadian Flesh Tone, and Kislev Flesh. As we already cleaned up the Bugman's Glow, we're now going to use a 50-50 mix of Cadian Flesh Tone and Bugman's Glow. This will be applied all over the skin, leaving the Bugman's Glow in the deepest recesses, such as in between the fingers and around the nose and the lips. flesh tone, reapplying over the same areas, just covering less of the surface area. Next, add Kislev flesh to the Cadian flesh tone. Now for a final highlight, we'll use pure Kislev flesh. After the highlights are complete, we'll take our midtone of Cadian flesh tone and mix in a hint of Luftwaffe uniform World War II. This will be applied around the jawline, creating a 5 o'clock shadow look. After that, we'll take Karaborg Crimson and apply it onto the bottom lip. For the red wood furnishing on his pistol, we're going to use flat brown, a 50-50 mix of flat brown and mahogany brown, and pure mahogany brown. This will be painted in little lines to give it a wood grain look. The same thing will be done for the axe haft, using chocolate brown, beige brown, and tan earth, once again reapplying in little lines to mimic wood grain. Also use this color to paint the handle on his little dagger. While we have tan earth out, we'll pick out the wood grain on the base. After that, we'll take Agrax Earthshade and run it into the crevices between the planks. Using black, pick out the nail heads. Then we'll clean out all the black details on the miniature. To highlight the black leathers, begin adding a black gray to the black. Keep adding black gray. Next, we'll mix up a 50-50 mix of German camouflage black brown and black. This will be applied to the hair and the eyebrows. Keep adding German camouflage black brown and we'll highlight the hair. Apply dried brown to the rim of the base. Once your paint has dried on the miniature, you can apply a matte varnish. For the hilt of the dagger, we'll mix up chocolate brown and brass, followed by a highlight of pure brass. Now for the steel on the miniature, we'll use gunmetal. To highlight the gunmetal, add silver to the mix. To darken the grenados, apply Gravelord Grey as a glaze. We'll then use English Uniform to paint in the fuse and then highlight by adding Iraqi sand. Now that your Dutch Enter Ploeg is complete, all that's left is to hit it with the matte varnish. Thank you for taking time to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll leave you with pictures of the completed unit.